is now 6:05. And we are
On 11C,
we need to
or we need to
motion
and
re-enter our original meeting. Can I get a motion to enter into our original meeting?
Make a motion to start this meeting, re-enter this meeting.
And I second it.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Crane,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumars,
Yes.
Commissioner Aragon.
Yes. And we want to try and keep, I know we are way past, and my apologies, normally we keep things to the time frame, but we had 6 months worth of stuff to approve tonight, so.
Yeah.
Let's go back to item 11, the authorized fiscal year end 2025. We discussed 26 budget. Are there any additional questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the 2026 fiscal year end budget.
I make a motion to adopt the 2026 budget.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Kumars,
Yes.
Commissioner Crane,
Yes.
Commissioner Aragon.
Yes. The item C on the training for head commissioners, can we just hold
We
on on that?
can pull that until next time. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, new business discussion, item 12, only and possible action items. Item A, discussion on board and commissioner signature lines on emails. Item B, discussion and review of options regarding purchase of tablets or laptops, computers for board of commissioners. So I'll open up signature lines on emails. I think primarily that we just keep it professional. We have a new logo, so if you can utilize the new logo, and I believe Melissa sent those out. And I would ask though that you, I don't know how commissioners feel about using their personal contact information. I don't. I would prefer that we use the office number here
Yes.
as the contact in our Trinidad Housing emails.
Makes complete
Agreed.
sense.
Okay. Other than that, it's at your discretion. All right, perfect. Item B, discussion and review of options, and I do see that you put that in there regarding the tablets and laptops.
Yes.
Because we don't want to keep killing the Amazon forest every trip and making these guys put together these types of packets every time. So any preference on,
My preference is just the documents be in a cloud, you send me a link. I don't need a computer, I have several, I prefer not to have board devices, me personally, but there may be other members that would like that. So this is my personal, this isn't my work
So
computer.
HUD would not want you to mix. HUD would
That's right.
want
Mhm.
separate
Mhm.
and not related to anything else. Because if you were ever hacked and somebody got into the cloud, HUD will, HUD will say, no, you
and I
need
will
it.
say this on a different standpoint, just knowing from legality reasons, even if you're using your personal computer and it's in a cloud, if we get subpoenaed for documentation and there's anything on that computer, they could technically subpoena your laptop.
Okay.
Good point.
So, but you're already emailing the packets, so I'm only opening the packets that you emailed me.
Right.
So I'm trying to understand the value of having like a closed
Because as vice chair,
Yeah.
you become the secondary on contracts, on checks, on signature
Okay. I see.
as your role, and that becomes what has to be
Because that email correspondence would still be on your personal laptop.
correct.
So if,
Okay,
so it would
okay,
just be
I'm
preferable.
understanding.
Yeah, it would just be preferable to not put your personal equipment at risk of being subpoenaed for a liability reason,
Okay, okay.
even though it's just emails. Because also if we get court requests, emails can be part of that court
Okay.
request, and we have to provide that. So
So in
I
talking,
defer to your recommendation.
with our two different IT people, what is highlighted is the high recommendation. Because what is highlighted is a laptop that comes with Office lifetime license. Where if we do not buy this particular one that is highlighted, we are paying a license for each one of you every single year. So if we buy this, you have a license, and she may not have copied, actually she may not have copied in
She did.
color. Okay, there you go. So
I saw it.
what is highlighted, it is a laptop, it is a 14-inch laptop, ultra light, so it's not terribly heavy. and again, comes with your lifetime license. The only thing that we would be purchasing and paying for in addition to is DocuSign, which would basically be for you two, as chair and vice chair. So,
Well, you'll need a license for you as well.
yes, but that's on my, that would not, I don't have a laptop, I have just a desktop.
Okay.
And this would, we would be ordering from Amazon for the $369.99, for each of you. And then there, of course, would be a confidentiality agreement and those types of things that go along with it.
Yeah, we had the same discussion because I used to use my personal laptop for the department, and boy, did that get shut down real quick.
Yes.
Because of the liability of
Understood.
Why do you think
communications.
I carry two separate cell phones as much as I need to? Because if there's ever a subpoena, if there's ever a CORA request, and I will tell you as an HR person in my career, I have taken 3 cell phones, and guess what? When they get taken, everything on there
It's gone.
is looked at and reviewed, personal or professional, and so protect yourself.
So I am preferable to the recommendation.
Okay.
I'm fine, but unless you
I
guys.
defer. Trust it.
It's not for a vote, it's just a
It's just
discussion.
a
She'll have to
discussion.
put
If
it
you
on
guys are-
next agenda,
Yep.
because it's
The
just
thing is-
discussion.
I'm trying to check if it's, with the tariffs, you never know.
Yeah,
If this is still available at that price,
yeah, exactly.
This was run as of Friday,
yeah, it's still new.
so it's relatively.
But things change.
They have
They do.
inventory. They got
They
inventory.
actually do.
Yeah, they got inventory.
They do.
One of the other things that I would ask is who's our IT, is it?
Hayden,
Okay.
Good.
Ask Hayden specifically about an internal server. We did that at the department for,
so who has rated, and I did not interview the director of ops candidates, I came in at the very, very end. I have again one more, but I do think that I know who the number 1 is, and this person has an extensive IT background,
very nice, okay? So that's
along with inventory control management and a few other. So that, I'm going to hold off, Chairman,
Well,
with
you
that
are really
request.
gonna pile that person,
I'm
aren't you?
I'm going to drive that person to drink, I'm
All
sure,
right.
but
Okay,
yes.
all right, we'll bring that to vote at the next meeting.
Okay.
Move to item 13, proposed resolutions/actions for the following. There's a resolution to approve and adopt fiscal year 26 THA budget, resolution to adopt advisory board meeting dates and times, resolution to approve fiscal year 26 low rent HCD utility allowances, resolution to pen public housing wait list for studio and 2-bedroom units, resolution to approve and adopt fiscal year 26 CS budget, resolution to charge off bad debts, and resolution to appoint vice chair. We will not include treasurer on this one. To Board of Commissioners with additional bylaw language, we'll hold that for the next, because we'll need to do notice to the tenants first. Okay, so it'll just be to appoint vice chair tonight. And we've discussed the majority of these.
You already voted on 1086.
That's
That's already got a vote. As far as your dates and times, that has not been voted on, if there's a resolution for you.
Okay, so the ones that are remaining are resolution number 1087,
Yes,
1088, 89, 90, 91, and 92.
yes.
On 1089, does it look like, in looking at the different reports that you said, look like there could be potentially 7 openings? 7 vacancies?
Well, your advisory, this resolution to adopt your advisory board meeting dates and times is just for you all.
No, I meant 10, I said 10, the waiting one. because
Oh,
when I was
1089.
1089, I was just wondering what the projection was when you said openings.
Oh, to open public housing wait list
Yeah.
for studio and 2-bedroom units?
Yeah.
Because we have those available.
Yeah, I was wondering, it looked like there was potentially 7?
No.
Okay, I must have read that wrong, like that.
We only have a couple, but we have to purge the wait list and
Right.
clean it up before we can reopen. So
I
we thought
understand that part.
we figured we'd do
Okay.
that
Okay.
while some of these either come back online
Sure.
or the ones that aren't asbestos tested right now that we need to get filled and get off of our red light.
Okay.
So that's kind of why
I was
she's
doing
what
math,
she's
I'm doing a highlighter. Does that-
No,
I
we're
thought there
trying
was
to
7.
fill us 100% occupancy
Yeah.
while we're doing the projects, and she
Okay.
needs to get to 100% occupancy for what we have available.
Yes.
Any discussion or concerns? Okay, so we can consent agenda with a motion to approve all of the resolutions as listed.
You're gonna do them all at one time?
Might as well. I
Okay.
mean, we've discussed them all.
Okay,
and-
the one that's already been approved is
I
1086.
move that
So from
we-
87 to 92, you're gonna.
87 to 92, sorry, yes.
Okay,
You're correct, my wrong.
With the 92 amendment.
yes, we're not gonna do the treasurer, and it's in the top notes, you'll see it in the beginning of the minutes. That it was waived, you just appointed a
Vice Chair.
vice chair, is all you did, yes. And I'll amend that resolution for you tomorrow to have Michael sign for you.
So motion to approve consent agenda for items 1087 through 1092 and 1092 with the treasurer's language removed.
Correct.
So motion,
So moved.
okay, I've got a motion. Second,
I second.
roll call.
Commissioner Crane,
Yes.
Commissioner Kramars,
Yes.
Commissioner Erdogan.
Yes.
Yay, that was really easy.
Woohoo.
Thank you. I
I
was like, we're gonna be here another hour.
No. Normally, we would read each resolution, but because we've discussed it extensively and we've had a chance to review it, we'll just move forward that way for tonight.
Thank you.
Item 14, Commissioners' comments. I'll start with Cindy. Anything you have on your end?
I wanted to take you up on your offer to look at the High Street. You know, I'm gonna be out of town next week, but
And I'll be out Thursday, Friday, and Monday, so.
yeah, it's holiday, yeah, but we got nothing but time, but I really want to take advantage of that. And maybe overall, even though I know where a lot of the properties are, it would be interesting to have even a bit of a guided tour.
That is planned
Oh,
for another, you are jumping the gun, girl.
But I watched all the videos on the HUD Exchange of like slogging through them, and I saw friends of mine and went, oh my gosh, she's retired now, but from the St. Louis, anyway, so
That
yeah.
is one of the things that is on a future plan, is to take kind of a little bit of a
Yeah.
road trip.
Yeah.
To really look at, so you guys see hands-on.
Yeah.
This is the size of a studio, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. And as we have terrible, terrible units, I would ask that you guys put a look-see on them.
That's what
To really,
yeah.
when somebody leaves something, what does that look like? And what does that include? What does that require us to do? And you have to wear personal protective equipment, just straight up full on. You have to wear an N95 mask because you don't know what you're gonna get into. You need to wear gloves and you need to wear booty covers for your shoes because, well, you don't know if there's drugs, you don't know if there's bugs. You don't want to take bed bugs home to your family. I don't think, but hey, you know what?
I work with the homeless, and I've been in some pretty intense encampments in places. And I just got back from Detroit, so I wasn't, I wasn't covered up, but I get it, absolutely. OSHA.
I was gonna say, with my OSHA background, you're gonna wear
I'm
your
gonna be OSHA
PPE.
compliant, absolutely.
You're gonna wear your PPE.
Yes, ma'am. Cool, that's it.
Okay. Commissioner Kumars, any comments?
Nope. I wanna go on the property tour.
I would like to as well.
It'll be
I just want to thank you and Kathy and Commissioner Kremars with putting up with my craziness over the budget prep, but I think that I personally feel more comfortable with the budget as is because it is more transparent and I think it will present better for options moving forward for all of us. So thank you for dealing with me over the last couple of weeks.
And reciprocally.
And educational, I mean, it was amazing the information that they have and I'm so excited to move forward as an agency, so.
Well, welcome aboard, and I'm lucky, we are lucky as an agency to have you.
We're
So
just glad to have a board and a knowledgeable board.
it's functioning and
Yeah.
excited and wants to work with us.
Melissa, it makes Melissa's job a lot
So much easier.
steadier and stable.
It's painful at the beginning until we get up to speed.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, no other comments then. Item 15, adjournment. It is now
6:17
6:17 p.m. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I second that.
Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Kramars? Yes. Commissioner Crane?
Yes.
Commissioner Aragon?
Yes.